I mean, I think it's the whole thing, and it's one of my favorite signs, and it was above my my son's karate studio,
Mm.
and it was above the door, and it says, "The teacher can open the door, but the student must walk through." And I really think that from a coaching perspective, because as coaches are not the heroes. Coaches are just there to open the door so that the student can walk through. They're the hero, and I think that's just super important for me, but I know it's right. And being able to, allow them to be the best versions of themselves for those that want to put the work in. There's certain people that just don't, and that's okay.
Challenge the damn status quo. Like, let's just get at it here, right? When I remember my very first year, I quit a really good paying job to start in real estate, and there was the guy in my office that had that perfect silver hair, and he had the cardigan vest, and he'd been around a long time. His name was Bob Smith. Just that suave thing. And so I looked up to him. I was 27 at the time when I got in real estate, and 50 now, right? So I looked at the Bob. I go, "Bob, man, like, what could I do my first year? Like, what do you expect?" And he did the like gentle thing, put his hand on my shoulder. He's like, "Eric, man, you really got it. I can tell you got that fire. I can see you doing at least like 6 or 7 deals this year. You're going to kill it." Because the average, right, was around 6 or 7 at the time. And so he was suggesting that even as a first year agent, I could at least reach. I went back to my desk, man. I did the math. I'm like, I can't make a living on 6 or 7 deals, right? And so
that ain't going to work.
The first 12 months, I did like 63 deals because I just challenged the status quo. I didn't like look to see what everybody else was doing. If what everybody else was doing was producing an average of 6 or 7 like deals, and
I can't do that.
Why the fuck would I do that, right?
I can't do that.
Yeah. And so having that sort of challenger, nobody cares more about your business or your life, your finances, your health than you do. So why would you be at the mercy of all these fucking rules that are out there?
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I had a house fire, on Friday, and my house caught on fire. Literally, I was on a meeting, Zoom call with Danielle, and I thought I was hearing like squirrels or birds had got in my, my attic or something like that. I was having a Zoom call, and it was after a little while. I was like, oh man, I gotta go see what's in my walls, and it was fire. John, my wood stove had self-combusted up the chimney and caught, and there was inside my wall. And so we're gonna be out of our house for probably a month or two. I'm in an Airbnb right now. Okay. And I rushed downstairs and I see flames shooting out my wall, and this whole house is full of smoke and stuff. And so I'm calling 911, and she's like, "Sir, you got to get out of your house." And instantly, and I'm grabbing my hose because I got to shoot this fire because I know enough that houses burn down because fire goes up the walls, gets in the attic, and houses burn from the top down. Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what was happening. And so their rules were in place so they don't get sued, because there are stupid people that would do dumb things. Right. But I'm there to save my house, right? I'm not there to abide by their fucking rules. And so if I would have let my house burn for 12 more minutes before the fire department even got there, they were amazing, by the way.
It was gone. Yeah, it'd have been gone.
Right? But I was able to contain the fire. Did I inhale some smoke? Yes. And I had to take some tea, and my lungs are better today. But that to me was worth it, right? Because that's where my fucking kids sleep. Okay. So the idea that you could just like be at the mercy and like, dude, that's not the way the world works. Like, this is like Grand Theft Auto more than it is like real life.
Take action.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just really important that there's that sort of autonomy and that self-esteem, to where if you're there for something bigger than yourself, you're going to make the right choices more than not.